Fate EXTELLA the Umbral Star is an exciting new Fate game that transports players to the digital realm of Seraph, where the Holy Grail War has concluded. The narrative is recounted from the perspectives of 3 heroine servants, with other side stories thrown in for good measure. The game introduces a new fighting mode in which players control a servant and perform numerous skills. A strong form change ability has also been introduced, enabling players to morph their servant and participate in furious combat to destroy opposing troops. Trinity Trigger is a new action role-playing game that mixes the aesthetics of classic RPG from the 90s with a current emphasis on fast-paced, customizable combat. Players are joined by triggers, which may morph into 8 different types of weaponry. In addition to Elise and Xantes, switching between characters allows players to apply a single battle plan or link up with others for local co-op. They must master the gods' weapons, investigate Trinish's mysteries, and use the weapon wheel to turn the tide of battle. Sakuna, a harvest goddess exiled from her celestial home, must reclaim her inheritance by battling demons and planting rice. They must collaborate with her guardian Tama and a gang of outcast humans to tame the dirt and demons of Hino Island. The game's main features include improved side-scrolling platforming action, rich 3D simulation-style gameplay, and the opportunity to build a house in the wilderness. Sakuna is a member of a pantheon of gods and devils based on traditional Japanese mythology, but with modern twists. Freedom Planet is a combat-driven platform adventure in which 3 unlikely protagonists, Sash Lilac, Carol T, and Milla Bassett, must ingratiate themselves with the ruling houses, stop an alien invasion, and discover the secret nature of the Kingdom Stone before its power dwindles and a world war erupts. The game has 2D pixel imagery, a huge, rocking music, and 3 playable characters each with their own set of powers. Players can choose between Adventure Mode for an intensive tale and Classic Mode for a more streamlined gaming experience. Travis' Touchdown is an exciting journey that leads him to perilous locales all over the world, putting his talents and flexibility to the test. He must contend with a wide band of assassins, ranging from a cruel ballerina to a strange assassin who manipulates time. Travis forges relationships with other assassins that share his goal for greatness along the road. They plan and practice to take down elite assassins, but they also learn the actual meaning of assassination and the repercussions of his deeds. Travis goes out against the reigning #1 assassin, a merciless genius, in the ultimate fight. No More Heroes 2 is an action-packed assassin game set in a large open-world metropolis, teeming with colorful individuals and scary assassins. Players must complete assassination missions to get new talents and abilities. The game has an eye-catching art design, strong boss battles, and side tasks. Players must unearth Travis's previous mysteries as well as the truth behind his brother's death. A fantastic soundtrack and online multiplayer options round out the package. The plot is packed with action, intriguing characters, and a captivating storyline that will keep gamers engaged. Shrine Maiden Reimu Hakurai and magician Marisa Kirisame are taken beyond the border and into the strange region of the outer world in the mythical kingdom of Gensokyo. Reimu and Marisa must solve the secrets that threaten their home and bring the regions back to harmony. The game has Shrine Maiden abilities, magical techniques, and action that may be customized. Players can assist friendly Gensokyo locals by searching for missing souls, researching bizarre locations, and participating in mock fights. Players can also create their characters and equipment with randomized stats based on their preferred playstyle. The Hero Express is an exciting 2D physics-based driving game that transports players throughout the world. The game includes 11 mind-boggling courses and 11 venues where players must compete against tough opponents. Turbo boosts and shields are offered as power-ups to improve cars and give the player an advantage. The game has magnificent graphics and enthralling sound effects that transport players to exotic settings such as Tokyo and the Amazon jungle. The final aim is to become the hero the world requires, and the game promises to keep players guessing. Fuga Melodies of Steel is an RPG in which children, each with their own set of qualities and talents, board a massive tank to battle the enemy. The youngsters that live within the tank express emotion and form bonds with one another. The Tyrannus, the massive tank that protects the youngsters, hides numerous mysteries and appears to have its own will. It has the ability to unleash the prohibited soul cannon in times of crisis. The game forces players to make decisions on whether to make sacrifices for victory or choose a different route. A follow-up to the popular RPG Fuga Melodies of Steel is Fuga Melodies of Steel 2. The youngsters are summoned to Pharaoh to study the retrieved Tyrannus, but the Tyrannus go rogue and abduct several of their group. The remaining children and Malt board the terrifying tank Tarascus to pursue them and rescue their companions. The game has a redesigned tactical warfare system, as well as new additions such as the Soul Cannon and Managarm. Battles may be fought on branching paths and with the new airship assistance system. Decisions made in the game have an effect on the judgment gauges, which influence the fate of events. After years of persistent search, Vikings have discovered a novel country, Northgard. The most daring Northmen have set forth to explore and conquer this area, hoping to bring honor to their clan and etch their names in history via conquest, commerce, or devotion to the gods. Their existence, however, is dependent on their ability to repel the terrifying wolves and undead warriors, form alliances with or defeat huge giants, and weather the hardest winters in the north. Their survival is in jeopardy as they face off against the ruthless wolves and undead warriors. Evoland is an action-adventure game in which players travel through history, unlocking new technology, gameplay systems, and graphic enhancements. It contains monochrome to full 3D visuals, time battles, and real-time boss fights, and is inspired by Cult series. The graphical style of the game varies as players advance through time, and the gameplay alters as well. Evoland 2 is a true RPG, with a rich time travel scenario that allows players to visit multiple periods and affect the course of history. Castle of Heart is a classic action platformer game that is only available on the Nintendo Switch. Players take control of a cursed knight who has been turned to stone by a wicked sorcerer's spell, hoping to prove that love and valor can triumph over dark magic. The game has 20 levels spread over 4 diverse landscapes, each with its own set of adversaries that necessitate varied strategies and rapid gameplay adjustments. To aid them in their mission, players can equip themselves with deadly weaponry such as flame grenades and magical arsenals. Figment is an action-adventure game based in the human mind, full with profound ideas, desires, and memories. For years, the mind has been calm, yet new thoughts have evolved, taking the shape of terrifying monsters. Dusty, the mind's previous voice of bravery, must assist the mind in confronting its anxieties. Join Dusty and Piper on a voyage through the mind's various facets, solving puzzles to regain confidence. The game takes place in a vibrant universe filled with hand-drawn brushstrokes, vibrant visuals, and endearing characters. Figment 2 Creed Valley is an action-adventure game based in the human psyche, where dreams cause havoc and villains take over formerly calm areas. To restore peace, Dusty, the mind's courage, and his sidekick Piper must journey to Creed Valley. Its musical battles, a live, rhythmic universe, and 2 perspectives, open-minded and closed-minded, are all part of the game. Through mind-bending riddles and combat time to the soundtrack, players must rack their brains and perfect their blade. Piper is now a playable character in local co-op, ensuring that gamers never have to confront their anxieties alone. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!